And these are all the pieces that are available. The flat one, pointing tool. Here is a round for like dots. Here's another flat tool. Has a little bit of an arch. It's a little bit different than this one. You can tell. Then the basic one that we have, there's a little bit of a point. And the one that's on most of them already with that point. Supplies you're going to need: a stand, whatever tools you're going to be using, whatever points you need, a piece of tape, because what you're going to do is you're going to tape down your stand so that it doesn't slide around. Tape down your tape down your stand, and that's where you're going to place your burner. Now let's talk about the burner. The metal part is very hot. This is your tip. So this one's actually not plugged in. And they screw in to the top. So while it's cool or cold, not hot, that's when you're going to switch out the tips. When you hold it, you're going to hold it at the rubber, not down here, which is kind of hard because when you use a pencil, you typically hold it very low. With this, you can't hold it down here. You have to hold it up here. You'll feel it. It's very, very hot. When it heats up, it will get to this color. This one is heated. This one is cool. See the difference? All right, so here's a piece of wood. It's not going to be the one that you're going to be working with, but I just wanted a surface to show you various ways to make burns on wood with the tips that we have available. So, this tip. You're going to begin your work by holding that rubber piece, not the metal. And you're going to apply light pressure to the wood. Don't press into it. If you press into it, it's going to burn and it's going to char up way too much, and you're going to leave an indent. So this one, you can create lines. Notice how I'm moving the wood to where I want it to be instead of me moving the burner to where I want it. Now, what else can this do? You can create straight lines. The longer you stay over the wood, the darker the burn. You can also shade. If you turn it on its side, you can see that there's a flat surface. You also have this skinny tool. And what's nice about this one is that it allows you to really draw out your design. You would go really slow. You're always going to hit the wood grain, so you're going to have some bumps. Your lines are not going to be super thin. They're eventually going to have to be darker. I'm not pressing hard. I'm dragging this down. You also are able to create dots with this. If you press too hard, what you're going to get is you're going to actually wind up having to fight with the wood grain, and you're going to get really bad bumps. So go slow, pay attention to where your hand placement is. Don't have conversations with classmates because you're gonna burn yourself if you're not paying attention. See how I keep on working over and over again on top of the work that I already had to make the burns clean. Here's a few more. This is that flat tip. It does a couple of things. First, you can utilize this exact shape and create some interesting designs by just pressing down. You can also use this to shade. You can also use this, the tip, if you wanted to. You can dot. You can utilize all the sides. Various things you can do with it. Then you also have the round tool, which is literally a round tip. And you could do a couple things with it. You can hold it upright and burn into the wood to create different textures, similar to the one that we were seeing in a few of the videos that we watched. You can do line with this. Remember, I'm not pressing hard, pressing light. Do different types of patterns. And you can also do a combination of patterns. Maybe I decide to use this one and then go in with the flat tool just use the tip of it and just create different pattern. And then I'm gonna burn over it to change the color. I'm not pressing hard, I'm gliding over it. Moving fast so it doesn't burn too much. And that's that one. All right, so here's the top of my design. After I transferred it with the transfer paper, I outlined it with the thin tip. I'm now going back into burn to create shading. I'm using this tool. What I'm doing is I'm gonna go over the spaces and I'm just gliding it. Over here, I just went in, I used the tip and I glide it over. And now I'm lightly just burning it a little bit. So now I'm gonna go over here